Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today on In the Kitchen with Sandy we are making a chicken and mushroom dish. It is going to be absolutely amazing. Just requires a few ingredients. It is so good. You could serve it over mashed potatoes, over rice, over noodles. Egg noodles is perfect. Or you could just make it just like this and then just create a few sides on your own, some vegetables or a salad. It's magnificent. You're really gonna like this. All right, I've got a big bowl here full of mushrooms. These are mini Bella mushrooms, and then just the big button type mushrooms. Look how big those are. They're huge, huge, huge. And what you need to do is, like I've said a million times, don't wash your mushrooms under water because they're like sponges. They just soak all that up. Just take a little wet paper towel and just wipe all the dirt off of it. And those were extremely dirty. And we've got one medium onion here just sliced up. We're going to use a little bit of flour for dredging. And then I've got about 2 cups of beef stock, some olive oil, butter, and the chicken. Chicken, of course. These are the chicken thighs. And right here I have got a piece of saran wrap laying here, because what I want to do is I want to make sure that I get these, you know, pounded down to size. You see, because the thickness of them right there, and then it goes down, it's kind of thin. I want to make sure these are all like uniform in size so they cook, you know, they cook evenly, because you don't want them to dry out. If you want to use chicken breast, you could, but I prefer chicken thighs because chicken thighs have a better taste. They're cheaper. And you know, it's really hard to dry out a chicken thigh, right? So I've got some saran wrap here. I've got a piece on the bottom, as you can see, and I just put a piece on top. And then what you're going to do to pound these down to size is you're going to take your little mallet here. If you don't have one of these meat mallets, meat pounders, or whatever you want to call them, you can take a rolling pin, and you could use that. Or, you know, a nice thick cup or whatever. I'm just going to take these and just kind of beat them down to size. Just so it's kind of even with this, you know, other piece there. Now I'm just going to put these over to the side, and then we're going to start getting our mushrooms ready. Like I said, these have already been washed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the stem off of them and discard that. And then I'm just going to cut these in like 4s, because I want to make sure that, you know, you get a nice big bite. Mushrooms tend to shrink down. I don't want them to shrink down. I want them to stay nice and big, so they'll be nice and delicious. Mushrooms all done. Now we're going to go ahead and start on our garlic. We got 2 big cloves of garlic here. These are really big as well. We're just going to smash it. I'm knocking pictures off the wall here, I'm telling you. Peel it, and then we're just going to chop this up into a little bowl. Now let's go ahead and get started on the chicken. And of course, a little butter. A couple tablespoons of butter. So just take your chicken and you're just going to lightly dredge it in that flour. You don't need like a super thick coating on it, just a light coating. And we're just going to add our chicken right to the pan. And again, we're just going to brown these on both sides. Let's see if I can get them both in there. Let's put the bigger one in the middle. I've got my heat up on about medium, slightly over medium. Just going to keep my eye on them. And then I'm going to take them out once they're browned on both sides, and then we'll get started with our mushrooms and our onions. We're going to go ahead and take these out. They have browned on both sides. Now these are not done. by any means, so please don't let the kids come in or the hubby or anybody come in and start snacking on them, because we're going to finish these up. We're going to add just a little bit more butter. Yes, this is a rich dish. It's a delicious dish. And you've already got the olive oil in there. You're going to toss your onions in. We're not going to do our garlic just yet because the pan is like super duper hot. Give those a stir, and then we're going to let these cook probably for about 3 or 4 minutes before we add our garlic. And with your garlic, give it a stir. Ah, it smells so good. And then we're going to go right in with our mushrooms. Lost a soldier. Now I might have to add just a little bit more butter to these. Maybe about another teaspoon or so. Look at that, it's just jumping out of the pan. You can go ahead and add just a little bit of your beef stock to help get them going, and it's also going to deglaze the bottom of that pan there and get all that deliciousness off the bottom of it. These are looking magnificent. I've got them up on medium. I'm going to turn them up just a little bit more, and then I am going to hit them with just a little bit of salt. You know what? This reminds me of that chicken marsala. I guess we could have made a little bit of, bought some wine and made that, right? This is so good though. You're gonna like this. Let's clear a place for our other little piece of chicken. In with the juices. Now, we're going to add our beef stock in. This is just 2 beef cubes in water to make 2 cups. I might not add the whole 2 cups in there. I guess depending on how much juice, gravy, whatever you want to call it, that you want, is how much you want to add. I'm going to turn it up and let it go. Just a little bit more, because I want the chicken to finish cooking in there. Look how beautiful that looks. It's been cooking for about 6 or 7 minutes, and I believe the chicken is just about done. So we're going to add just a little bit of heavy whipping cream in there, just to help thicken that gravy. Like it's going to turn that beautiful brown color. We're going to let this cook for about another 1 to 2 minutes and let that heavy whipping cream just like totally cream up this dish here. And then we're going to plate it up and we're going to be ready to eat. It is nice and done, so let's go ahead and plate this up. Look at that. That chicken is so tender. Look how little that piece is. Now we're just going to spoon this mushroom sauce right over top. Now, you know I'm going to have me some. a little bit of mushrooms. Let me find that little baby piece of chicken. Look at that. Now I want you to look how tender this is. That fork just goes right down in there. Ooh, it smells so good in here. Mmm. That is really good. The chicken is so tender. It's got like almost like a beefy taste to it. You could add chicken to it, chicken stock instead of the beef stock, but I like the beef stock. Check that. Chase a mushroom around my plate. Come here, mushroom. Mmm. Egg noodles, potatoes, either one. It'd be perfect served with either one. So good. I hope you give this a try soon. You know I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Take care.